Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, it seems like Alma Moon has now finally been saved from the falling ash that has been happening around out here, because if you guys don't know, we are in this undead situation that is happening throughout 3 of the different kingdoms so far. We have already went and cured up with Ding Dong Dell as well, since that was the very first of many of the kingdoms that we had to go and do. But now it seems like Hamelin is going to be the last of the different kingdoms that we have to go and cure up within our time. But before we actually go and do anything like that here, we need to go and use our spirit medium spell, because if you guys don't know, we have Horus, the ghost friend that we actually do have around out here throughout this game, and there is different events that you can actually go and speak on over to him. Now the first event is going to happen all the way over at Ding Dong Dell, and that is where you can go and pick up with that spirit medium spell. And once you actually go and do that, you can actually meet up with Horus in plenty of other different places that we have already went and been to before. So now we have to go and move off into Alma Moon. So now he's going to give us some sort of new tale of wonder, but while doing so, there is a quiz that I believe Horus will actually have to go and tell you about every so often to grab out with this new type of spell. So this one is going to be Dragon of the West. I believe that's what the name of what this answer is going to be for here. And I do actually have a little bit of like a research guide to make sure exactly what type of phrases that we need to go and put on down to, because like there's some pretty wild and weird ones as well too. So Dragon of the West is going to be the first, and then the next place that we do have to go over to for the next area for where Horse is going to be over at, well, of course, at Castaway Cove, which that was the other up and coming place that we went and saw from before. Now I almost messed up there because I put in the wrong E, but there we go. So Dragon of the West is going to be the correct one. Now, you can also do it in lowercase as well, too. It doesn't really matter which type of one that you go for. As long as you actually have the phrase, then that's all that you need. So now we got some sort of new spell right there. Don't know if we're going to put any type of use to it, but we'll see what happens later on. But there is also a spell that I do want to go and pick up later, which unfortunately we can't really go and use out the move during the time of the boss battle that is going to happen, because I believe there is a new spell for Horus, actually known as the Thunder move, and that would be super nice to go and use for the Hamelin robot boss, because that would do plenty amount of damage. But we have to kind of wait for that until I believe Hamelin is kind of somewhat back to normal, or it could be the next following other places afterwards. But I know that we won't be able to go and use it at this point in time, though. But within these 2 episodes for today, not only are we going to be just doing out here with, of course, with just Ni No Kuni, but we are going to be jumping into some more of Persona 4, and we are going to be learning how the fusing of the personas are going to be working around. We are finally going to get our first fused persona, which that should be really cool. Can't wait till we go and start doing some other more type of fusing within our personas as well, too, because I think for this one here, for what I'm going to be fusing up, should at least be somewhat beneficial for our journey, but we'll have to look into that. But I won't really go into type of spoilish details out here within for that episode, so you guys will have to go and check that out later on if you guys are all up into gear for that one. Now, I don't know if I went and ever told you guys this. I don't know if I went and said this before in the previous other 2 videos or not. But just letting you guys know that there is a new schedule change up out here on the YouTube platform here for the channel that is going on. Because currently, I kind of want to change up the way of how the times are for my videos. And I think I'm going to be kind of going back into the way of how I originally went and did my own recordings back when I first started doing off with YouTube here back in 2017, where throughout the weekdays I would normally post them out around like 2 o'clock or so, because like during the time that I was in school I used to have like a spare class, so I used to go home around like 1 o'clock and then upload my videos like an hour afterwards from there. And then on the weekends I normally go and post out around on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And I did forget a little bit about putting the live stream actual schedules onto the about page, but it should be there as well too. So if you guys are new, you can go and check the about page. All the schedules are there. You can go and make sure to go and see for when any type of episodes for the different Let's Plays are going to be dropping from there. But yeah, so here's also another location where Horse is going to be, and that is going to be happening for now within the fairy grounds. So kind of feels a little bit like we're going into some sort of deja vu type of thing. But yes, so all the places that Horse has been to is kind of like how we just went on into throughout the main game. So from Castaway Cove, well, after that, we headed into, well, everything of the fairy grounds and everything, right? So now we're gonna go and put down this phrase here, known as crispy lettuce, which I don't know why that this is gonna be a phrase password there, but we're gonna go and grab it anyway. So let's go and do it. Now, if you go and actually do this whole little side event, you will actually get a special bounty mission. Now, I'm not really too entirely certain exactly what this bounty mission is going to be, but I would not mind actually going to doing that within the post game. Now, unfortunately, I think when we go into the new area, which I believe that's going to be up in the clouds with the Tengri and stuff, because I know that we're going to have to go and head to the to where the White Witch is actually going to be around. I believe Horus is going to be up there, and he'll give us the final bounty mission, even though that we can't really go and use it, because I think the game is going to lock us out at that point. But watch out for the undead that's going to be here. I just want to skip past through most of everything that's going to be happening throughout in Hamelin, because again, it's all rinse and repeat. So if you want to go and grab out some extra items from the undead, you can, before going and heading into the actual area here of the Porcine Palace. So this is the last one. This is the last one for what P can actually go and do. But here it is. So remember that robot tank, the Porco Grosso tank? Well, it seems like this guy just came back from the dead, and now it's going to be known as the Porco Loco out here. Now, this guy is even more, I want to say, a little bit more dangerous than how he was originally from before. This guy's got like some rollerblades on out here, and he's just ready to go and pummel anybody that he wants to go and try to run on over with. And he does do a lot of damage, and you guys are going to be seeing that throughout here in this battle. So just be really careful and just stay very far away, just like how we did it before. Set up for any type of electric type attacks, because that is weak to it. I think also fire damage is also weak to him as well too, and we're all going to be seeing that as well. So here comes out the sausage roll. This is his running trample move that is really injuring out here within this battle. But either way, again, this guy is really not that too much of a potion over when you actually have like the right correcting moves to do a lot of damage on this guy. It seems like out of all the other different undead bosses that we have went and fought out here, it seems like King Tom is like the only one that is like super hard. I don't know why, but this guy is also like super easy for any type of critical hits as well, which that is so weird to me. Because like last time when we went and fought out with Lola, we didn't really get any type of criticals at all, but this guy can get criticals like so fast out here, and we're gonna be seeing that like quite a bit often. So we got ourselves with the Burning Heart. I don't think I've ever got to show you guys Oliver's signature move out here, but yeah, so if you ever do get yourself with a special yellow orb, you will be able to use Oliver's special Burning Heart move right there, and it does insane amount of damage right there. Like at least around like 500 or something, like from what we just saw. But there we go, last few damage should at least be able to make sure that he's going to go into his new other phase. And this is where he's going to get himself more protected throughout the armor, and he's going to restore up his health. So now this is where you want to go and go completely crazy with your magic power, because if you want to make sure that you can go and destroy off fast, this is going to be the perfect time. Now he does have this move called Pork Scrappings, a type of fanning move, an AoE effect that actually happens on the battle, so just stay far away from it. Most of the times he will be using this move from what I have been seeing out here within my within my experience throughout this battle, so it wasn't really all that bad. But we're gonna go absolutely crazy with this move. Just keep on throwing down with those even stars. It's gonna be doing like 300 like some odd amount of damage, so I'm gonna keep on doing that every single time, and we should at least be somewhat okay throughout here. Okay, let's see. Now we got ourselves with a pulse hitting hit. Doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot of damage compared to the other ones, but now we're going to go all out in attack mode out here, and we're going to make sure that we go and cheer up and boost up a little bit of our stats as well too in the process. There we go, and look at that! We got ourselves another critical. Like, that is the second critical that we got. Like, this guy is so easy for critical hits. So, like, we got like right down for like the stun move. Alright, so now we're going to set out for a Bolt of the Blue, and let's go and do how much damage this is going to be. Now, once we actually do have this guy, though, it does play him out of damage as well, too, and I'm going to be overly abundantly using this move just because, like, that's his weakness, so we're going to just keep on throwing down so much amount of electric typing out here for the time being. And here we go, another Bolt for the Blue, and this should at least be the one that is going to give us the dub right here, so we're going to do it one more time, and just like that. Nice. Porco Loco is no more Loco anymore, so he's finally down and out, and we're not going to be seeing him anymore for what's going to happen. Now, there is a special award that we will be able to go and pick up, and that is, of course, what we're going to grab right here is the Gyro Grappler. Now, this is going to be something for us to go and make the Handmaid's Gun, which I believe that is going to be for Swain there to get a another type of increase with his attacking power, so that's pretty nice. Now, we do have the Drop Chop. This is actually going to be somewhat of another powerful hit where we are going to have to go and push this over to where Sticky is going to be, so very nice right there. Yeah, we haven't really used Sticky all that too much, but for right now, we're kind of leaving Sticky more so in the bench for right now, because I know that he is going to be like a really OP type of familiar to have on our team, but he's not going to really be that OP until we reach up to quite a bit of some other levels, because right now he's kind of still under the level margin that I do want to kind of use him for. But we do have a brand new alchemy formula, though. Pretty nice. So I wonder what type of new skills or new type of crafting methods that we'll be able to go and do. I know that I have some new crafting methods that I went and did from the errands a little bit of a while back. I don't know if I ever would have showed those off to you guys, because I know that I did that off recording, but I'll have to do that maybe later or something. But yep, so now we're finally back over here at the Iron Wyvern, and we're gonna have to go and hear the last bit of the origin story of this Queen Cassiopeia, or the origin story of how P became what she is now known as, I guess, for what the White Witch is happening from out here. Now that is the last flower. I forget what the other flower is actually known as here for this one, but we'll see what happens. I know that there's like a set of 3 different flowers, and each of them have different memories of what Queen Cassiopeia or what P is all about here.
How could this happen? Every man, woman, and child in my kingdom. How? Why did this happen? Mana was.
So I wonder what's going on with the citizens over at her kingdom, though.
Not this. Tell me why.
My name is Cassiopeia. I am Queen of Nazcar.
And I believe that's where we're going to be heading off to, is that kingdom there. Up in the clouds. Oh, and one other thing that I want to go let you guys know is that I got my 3DS capture card finally readily available for me to go and play some virtual console games on there, and I'm very happy about that. Now, I am finally able to actually go and play Oracle of Ages to go and do a reboot series on that, and very excited to go and do that later on. Now, I will be doing it in, I want to say, the linked portion of it, because I think there is a secret code that you can't be able to go and make the game into the linked version, and then you can actually have the last extra battle that happens within the actual game itself to go and battle out with Twin Rova.
Fighting for survival. And I saw how I had lived a gilded life of luxury, a life they could never hope to enjoy. I decided that I must change. I would work for the good of others and do all I could to eliminate conflict. That is how I arrived at my decision. That is what drew me to the spell that would save the world.
Mana. Well, I know that she kind of brought up that topic of the mana before, right? Was that like all the ash that was happening?
I was certain that the mana would purify the hearts of my people. But then, my dream of peace turned into
is this how she's gonna get her broken heart or something, and maybe that's how she got her to become this White Witch that she is now known as now?
The years stretched to decades, and still it continued. Then one day I realized there was no one left. The council was gone, the guards were gone, my ladies in waiting, too. They were all gone. The mana I had unleashed had claimed the lives
Well, that's
of
what
every
kind of was almost happening around within the different kingdoms of our time that was going on, right? That happened within Dig Dog Dell and Alma Moon and even with Hamelin now.
And who can say what this endless solitude may make of me? That is why I have decided to fill these flowers with my memories. If you have found this flower, I pray that you will find your...
And I think we will be.
That is my only wish.
We found all 3 flowers, so we'll know what we need to do.
I shall be waiting. Always waiting. Alone in none.
Now, this is going to be the last part that I want to say that you have any other type of time to take care of any other last minute bounty hunting missions or any type of other errands that you want to go and do, because once we go and head off into that kingdom of where the White Witch is going to be, there is no going back. I'm pretty certain that's kind of like what kind of happened before when we went and showed up into Nevermore with Shadar, right? It's like once you go through those doors, make sure that you're fully prepared, because if not, then you're going to be in somewhat of a problem that I ran into from before. But anyways, I'll see you guys then in peace.